Today is Monday, 2025, August 11th. This is my trade review. So we did a total of one, two, three, four trades and one scalp. This was an accident in and out, so I went back in right away. Overall, about three-quarters of an hour. Nothing to write home about, but we'll get right into it. So first off, let's start off with the market bias. So For for me today, market was again, it was gapping up, but you had some resistance from the all-time highs. For me, it was neutral and wait and see. And you can see kind of here on the 65, um, as it opened up, pushed up and failed at this little trend line right here. Q is more or less the same. So we expand this guy out here. It kind of went up here, pierced through, and then it pulled back down. I mean, it was definitely better than the spies. It pushed a little bit higher, but eventually it just kind of failed. We'll start off with our first trade, which is BMNR. I don't think I've ever traded this guy, but this had a gap up. It was not an earnings gap, it was just a gap up. I think, I don't even know, it's on news maybe. In any case, um, I like the gap. I know it was one, two, three, four, but it was gapping of another resistance area, which really caught my attention. So what we've traded is as indicated by the arrows here. Let's drill down. You can think of this as an opening range bar. Um, Alternatively, we did a breakout right here. So the entry was 58.90. 58.90. Yeah, 58.90 right here. We got a little bit fill here, and then we got our full 2R on this guy's beautiful. There was an opportunity for a little buy setup, um, and then he eventually went. This thing actually goes 3R. I think it goes 4R actually. Not to say that I would hold it, but it was a great play. It was a great play. Next, XYZ. This was you know what? I'm never gonna do these plays again. But there was my decision to go in at the end of the day. So Aaron was looking at this as a breakdown, failed on the 9 EMA, going lower. I can kind of see it, but I even mentioned that there was support right at this area and right at this area. Like I even mentioned that I probably wouldn't go in until it breaks it, but I was getting a little bit of FOMO, so I went in and like it. I forked this trade. I did not take a full stop. Full stop was here. I mean, it might as well be a full stop, but it just didn't look good at that point. You're breaking through the wedge. You broke through the wedge. Now failure to go lower, and that was the end. So I have no regrets on taking that early. I'm not gonna hold my trades as evident that's losing. I think that's just silly. Um, Google. Uh, this was not a good trade on my part. What I was looking at was Google's relative weak to the market, I believe. If I were to look at this, yeah, the market was pushing up, Google was going low, so I was banking on Google to continue to go lower. I did a little sell setup here as it failed in 21 EMA under VWAP, pushed lower, but immediately I got sold into, or I got bought into. So yeah, that was relatively quick. That was not fun. The main contention was the rising 9 EMA on the 65. So should have been a little bit more careful. That was right here. Yeah, I was seeing this consolidation, thinking, okay, maybe I'll have a next leg lower. But yeah, the 9 EMA really kind of screwed me on that one. The last day trade we took was UNH. Um, this one was also we're banking that it would go higher. So for me here, it was a consolidation, almost like a 4 or 5 bar play on UNH, right? You can see here the consolidation was stayed above VWAP, above the 9 EMA, all the average was good. But I think maybe the contention was you had 3 bars up, right? Look on the 5 minute. I don't think I regret this play. I think this was a good play. It just didn't work out. But unfortunately, you already had two trades that didn't work out. Third play really messes with your psyche. The last trade I took, this was a bit of a ballsy one. I took a short right here. This was a break above the bottom. Look at you, you're kind of far away from everything right here. But looking back at it, this was pretty dicey, I would say, because I got the rising 90 MA coming up. I did a quick scalp on this one. This was a 60 cents clean play. I would have got tagged out had I held it, and then eventually it goes. But yeah, I considered going for $20, but I decided I gotta stick with the plan. Like your 60 cent scalps, your 60 cent scalp. Like don't mess with your averages. So all in all, I'm up a quarter, 3/4 of an hour today, and that's my trade review for Monday, 2025, August 11th. Thank you.